I just went to Trader Joe's to do some shopping, and I wanted to show you guys these flowers. Aren't they so pretty? Oh my goodness, they look like antique roses. They just have an antique look about them, and I just love the colors. And I'm gonna put them in my kitchen, but I wanted to share them with you guys first because they're so pretty. Aren't they beautiful? Hi guys, I'm in my garage. I just unloaded my groceries and I'm about to put them away, but I wanted to show you what I got for the amount that I got them. I went to Winco, and Winco is a store where you bag your groceries yourself, and they have a lot of, bulk items. So you pay cheaper prices overall, but you kind of have to be really smart anyway, because some of them you think you're getting a lower price on, but it's not that low compared to other places. I got some chicken legs. All of these chicken legs are going to be $6.15. I thought that was a great deal. 2 of these light whipped toppings that I can use for desserts. Frozen blueberries, always a good sale when you get them frozen. And then I got 2 bags of gala apples, whole wheat flour. I need to build up my supply of whole wheat flour. And this one was stone ground. I did get some out of the bulk bin, but I wasn't sure it was stone ground, so I bought another one there. Now this was for something here, and normally I checked it in other places like Albertsons, and it was like almost $10. So if I could find it for half of that, I thought that was a really great deal. Raisins, I got a bag. It's really cold here, so I've got a jacket and a sweater on. I've got to build up my supply of raisins. I needed some straws for the boys. I got 4 of these chicken broths, lower sodium, and I got 2 of these gnocchi packages, and these were, I think, like $2.24 or something each, and I was going to make some chicken gnocchi soup like Olive Garden makes, but I was going to make it myself. Last time I went to Olive Garden, I got 1 gnocchi and 1 little piece of chicken in my soup, and that was such a rip-off. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to make it myself. I've got some hot dog buns for the kids, and instead of buying the wheat bread that was on the shelf, which was twice as much as this, I went to the bakery and I bought the fresh wheat bread that they make, and it was only $2.98 each. So I got a couple of those, saved a little money on that. Got some of this lower fat cream cheese. I bought bologna. I never, ever buy bologna. I don't think I've seen it in years. But we were talking about bologna and cheese sandwiches and chicken noodle soup. My husband and I grew up, and we were talking about that, and the kids wanted to try bologna so bad. So I said, all right, I'll buy it this one time. But that's it, because processed meat is so bad for you. I normally don't buy that. I do buy the all beef franks for them, though. They do like those. And those are the only ones I'll get are the all beef. So I've got franks, and then I got 2 packages of this turkey pepperoni that I can use on pizzas and all kinds of things to bring the calories down and the protein up. My husband likes this kind of coffee. It's called Straight Shooter, and they only sell it there in these big, it smells so good, in these big bags. And then I get lactose-free 2% for the boys. I had to build up my supply of green chilies because I've gone through them. I have not bought these in like a year and a half, but I have to start building it up. I just used the last one. I did buy a ham. This one was really, it was more expensive. It was $14, but not that bad. I saw one for $8 last week, and I walked away, and then they were all gone. So now that I see it at $14, I'm going to go ahead and grab it because I can make a lot of meals out of a $14 ham. I've got some cabbage. I've got bananas. Had to get some glue. And I was just about out of Tabasco. I buy a bunch of these fruit rolls for the kids. They like them. They're 58 cents each. I got a couple of these Molly McButter. I can't find butter buds anymore. This is the closest thing. And these were like $2.98 or something. So I grabbed both of these. And then this is the margarine that we use. It's actually a yogurt spread, and it's 0 trans fat per serving. So I don't like using the hydrogenated oils, but this one, I don't believe this has any hydrogenated oils in it. And, I don't know if we could see that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But anyway, it does have oils in it, but they're not hydrogenated, so great. You have to do what you can, right? But these are usually like $5, and they were like 2 something there. So I grabbed a couple. I always get a lot of peaches for the boys. I had to get some dog food. I mix wet dog food with the dry dog food for our dogs. And then I had to get some of these mason jars because I am making some jelly, and I needed some half-pint jars. So all of this, I got a lot. Oh, also I wanted to mention the eggs. Right now, there was a sign where the eggs were, and they said, oh, the eggs are, going to be too expensive right now because there's this avian flu and it's really affecting the egg market. And that may be, but last time this happened, somebody in the egg industry was speaking out and said that is not what drives it up. I don't know, it was something else. But they were saying that they didn't have to drive up the price, but that they were taking advantage of, basically a crisis, and said that they had to raise the price when they didn't need to raise it as much as they did. And there was the 18 packs that were not free range or nor organic or anything. They were like $10. And I thought, I'm not paying $10 for 18 eggs. We've got chickens. I just needed supplemental eggs. So then I found the free range 12 pack, and these were just over $4. Well, I thought, well, why are free range that more reasonable than the other eggs? So I thought, you know what? They might be taking advantage of a situation. And I'll show you, I found some cheaper ones even at Trader Joe's. But anyway, so let's look at the total here is $224.52 for all of this. I do remember paying, not quite half of that, but less, a lot less than that, a few years back, of course. But of course, this is where we are now. And I'll show you what I got at Trader Joe's. All right, so here's my haul from Trader Joe's. This I've found is the cheapest place to buy almond milk. This 32-ounce box is only $1.99, and so that and it froths up really good when my husband uses his coffee machine with it. So I load up whenever I go. So I got 8 of those. The kids like these bagels that they sell there, so I grabbed them some of those. I've been wanting to make huevos rancheros for my family, so I grabbed some corn tortillas, 3 different packages. And I love their corn tortillas because they only have corn, water. They've got a little guar gum in there probably to hold it together, and some traces of lime, but not a lot of other stuff. I did get this frozen multi-grain blend with vegetables, so it has different grains in it as well. And my kids absolutely love these pork gyoza pot stickers. And what I do with them, they're pretty cheap. They're like $3 a bag each. And I got 3 of them that will give us a couple of really good meals for our whole family of 5 here at home. And so what I do is I boil, these are frozen. I will boil them first for a few minutes just to kind of like defrost them. And then I go ahead and fry them so they get that nice little toasty, sticky, from the pan on there. And they just love them to pieces. So it's a real treat. They just take a minute to make. And then I got some ground beef. I got 2 packages, 16 ounce each of the 85% lean ground beef. I didn't get any steak this week because it's just a little high. So I'm just sticking with, lower priced meats. I did grab another egg while I was there, another package of dozen eggs. And the reason why was this one was 3 something. It was even cheaper than Winco had the eggs. And so I thought, wow, okay, just one dozen of eggs was like $7.80 at Winco. And that wasn't even cage free or anything like that. So something's going on with the eggs, guys. You should look it up. If you type into Google egg price extortion, I know it sounds harsh, but look and see what it says, and it will flat out say in 22 and 23 that the egg producers, because of the avian flu, what was going on, they took advantage of it and raised the price by 40% that they did not need to raise. So if you're seeing eggs cost a lot, keep looking. Somebody has them for less. And from what I'm finding the ones that are more natural producers, cage-free, that kind of thing, those are costing less because those are the ones that are not raising their prices by that level. So keep looking. I also got these heirloom tomatoes. I love heirloom tomatoes. If you've never had an heirloom tomato and cheese sandwich, oh, you don't know what you're missing. Really good if you like tomatoes. I've got some frozen organic brown rice for when I'm in a pinch and I can't wait for rice to be made. I've got zucchini squash and yellow squash. I like to use that in a lot of things. I've got butternut squash. I'm going to be making a soup with that. I picked up some of these pitted salted olives, and these are to go in my husband's lunchbox with some other things. And then I've got some Persian cucumbers, a lot of blueberries. I've got a really big box and then a little smaller box of those, cilantro, parsley, organic broccoli crowns, and then I've got these peels. They're like mandarins. I guess they're supposed to be easy to peel, they said. I've got a big bag of these tricolored peppers. My hubby likes those. And then these peas, these English fresh peas, they are hard, but they're really good when you cook them with the medley of vegetables and you steam them. They're really, really good. And then I've got some cauliflower florets and a bunch of bread. Since I make a lot of soup, I like the crusty ciabattas and the French baguettes. So my family really loves that with the soups. Okay, so let me show you what I got all this for. So we got this for $152.44, and that's what I spent at Trader Joe's. So it adds up, especially if you're going to get, fresh food, but I think we did a good job.